See, I gotta take pictures of these guys and put them up on my Instagram. Alright, so go view watch page. Clear that out. Pick that up. Take that off. Skip. Oops. Okay. It shows me taking off the stupid helmet. Just give everybody kind of a few minutes to pop in.
Okay.
Oh, God. Painting and wipe out. Well, I just figured I'd start by saying hello to everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Justin and I are trying to figure out what to do this weekend, and what we figured what we would do is put it out to everybody. We're going to give you a list of games that he and I would play, and what you guys can do, either leave in the comments or leave here. I'll take in consideration whoever puts it in the comments here or in the comments below what we'll play, and then maybe we'll do a quick top 10 and then call it an evening.
Sounds good.
Since I have to get back to painting, so we can at least, we're going to do Warhammer Quest no matter what. But the other thing that we were going to do is, what are we going to play tomorrow night?
That's a new game that we never played before.
Either a new game or something that we've played before.
That people want to see us play.
That people would like to see us play. So some of the things that we were thinking about, and we can give me the pen. Be careful not to hit the camera and have it spin.
Pencil and pad.
Pencil and pad. Here's the pad right there up on top.
Okay. Here's a pad. I'll get you a pen.
Give me a pencil. I've been painting for about an hour or so, just trying to get these guys caught up. I was doing some of the gold work, just to show you guys real kind of quick what's going on here, getting these guys where they need to be. Still have some work to do. The gold work is what make your head fall off. So let me get my glasses on so I can see. If you guys can see and hear us, just let me know. And now I'm not talking to the oxygen. Let me throw that up there. Okay, so I can keep an eye on this, and you can look in the camera so it doesn't look like we're looking away.
Gotcha.
So we were actually thinking about a couple of games that we had off the top of our head.
Yes.
That we could play.
Yes. The Merchants and Marauders.
Merchants and Marauders. So that's one.
I don't really know anything about it, but it sounds cool. Some kind of a pirate game, right?
Yeah. It's supposed to be really good. We have it in the wrapper. We haven't taken it out. This pencil stinks. Okay, Merchants and Marauders. Okay. So that's one. Hey Sam, how you doing? See you and hear you loud and clear. Okay, good. We were thinking Advanced Dungeons and Dragons
Attack Wings.
Attack Wing.
Okay.
We can do that. We have over what?
We have a lot of the big figurines for it.
We must have about 2,000 points aside.
We have a lot.
So we could do a big battle.
We've played it before, but not with the
big dragons.
Yeah, not with the cards that give special abilities.
Yeah. D&D Attack Wing. So I've got that written down.
Okay.
Then we were thinking X-Wing. We can do X-Wing. We have over.
You have a lot of that, yeah.
We would actually put the insert into the table for these games because we have so much. We may have. I must have over 100 ships.
You have that big one too.
Well, I got a couple of those big ones. I got the big one, and then I got the transport, and then I got the other big ones that they come with. So X-Wing's up there. Then Armada. That's another huge game that we have.
What's it, like a spaceship game?
It's a Star Wars.
It's a Star Wars game?
Star Wars game. But it, instead of just being the little TIE fighters, it's the big Imperial ships. So that's one that we could do. So Armada. There was a game that we can even include Janice on, Marco Polo, that she was looking at.
Okay.
That's never been open. Polo. This is stupid. This stupid thing. Polo.
What was that game that I saw with the World War One airplanes? That one looked really cool.
Blue Max.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a board game. We can do that. Blue Max. We're gonna give you guys like a ton of
Different choices that
different
we have.
choices, and we're just making a list here.
You need a different thing
I'm-
to
I'm-
write with.
Because I'm gonna do this with it in about a minute.
Here's a pen.
Yeah, just give me a pen. I don't care about pencil or pen. Oh my God. Blue Max. Oh look, we're right. Marco Polo, Blue Max, Armada, X-Wing, Dungeons and Dragon Attack Wing, Merchants and Marauders.
What other games do we
Find
have?
out what she's trying to get underneath there.
She's just being Gabby.
Gabor. There was, I'm trying to think what else I saw up there. Oh, Imperial Settlers. That's never been open. Imperial Settlers. Doom. We can do Doom.
Doom the board game.
Yeah. It's kind of like,
Do the figures have to be put together for it?
nope, they're all put together.
Okay.
Doom. Because we've never done that. We also never played Gears of War.
Okay.
War.
What about the Warhammer version of Talisman, Relic?
Relic's another one we can do. Virtua Gamer, sadly it's time to hit the sack, but I wish you lots of fun. Thank you, my friend. Good night.
What else?
Talon. We could do Talon, which is a board space combat game,
Okay.
which is kind of interesting.
What about what's the name of the
2,
game
3,
I keep
4,
seeing
5,
out there?
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You see a lot of games.
You might have to assemble the figures. I don't know that Myst game, MYST
Oh, Myth.
or Myth.
Myth.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
One's
one
not
I
ready to go.
No, that one's
Okay.
not ready to go. Plus, I like to get that one kind of painted.
The figures look pretty cool in that
Yeah.
one. Kind of like this game.
I'd love to teach you Imperial Settlers. I demo it often for Portal Games. Oh, that's cool.
That's the one that you were telling me got some kind of awards.
Yeah, I got a bunch of awards. Let me think. What else can we do? I mean, we have so much out there. It's kind of ridiculous.
We do.
Runebound. We've never played that.
It's true.
And also, we've never played Descent. We're saving because we're doing a whole series on Descent. We're painting Descent.
And gonna use the new app too with it, right?
Yeah, exactly. So that's
Okay.
the next project after this one, and Assassination.
Azorium.
Yeah, something like that. Hey Rob, did you and Justa ever get into Dice Masters? We've played it.
The Marvel Dice Masters?
Yeah.
Yeah, we played it once.
We also have the Dungeons Dice Master somewhere too,
hmm
but they stopped selling it. So cool.
And we have Warriors too. It's the same. It's kind of similar.
It's similar.
It's not the same, but it's similar.
It's a quick game.
hmm
I mean, we could do something on an epic scale. We don't care. What we're going to do is we're going to take whatever suggestions you guys. We're going to read off this list once we have it. Mansions of Madness. That's another one.
hmm
Mansions of
What was the
Madness.
what game were we playing that you said there was a? But I don't know if we have it. A Cthulhu version of it.
Oh, Heroes of Normandy.
Yeah, yeah.
There's a Cthulhu version of
but
it.
that's whatever.
Um,
I'm trying to think.
we have Cthulhu Wars.
Okay. That's one that we never played.
Yeah, I've got 2 copies of that. One I was
Oh,
going
you
to.
said Ogre.
We have Ogre. Ogre. We could play Ogre
hmm
on an epic scale.
That game's always fun to play.
Hey Paul, how you doing? Would this be for two? We could have 2 or 3 players. I
Two or
can work
three, yeah.
no matter what. We can work in anything. Daniel, how are you? Would be cool if you just go head to head on a 2-player game. Well, we could do that. Battlelore would be good for the 2 of you. Yeah, we could do Battle. We have the original Battlelore.
Yeah, and you have lots of booster packs for it, I think.
Well, it's half painted. That's the problem. That was another one that we started, but I had to finish it for Tom.
Didn't complete.
Well, Tom wanted his set painted, so I painted his set for him.
Right.
All right, so far on the list, we have Merchants and Marauders, Attack Wing, X-Wing, Armada, Marco Polo, Blue Max, Imperial Settlers, Doom, Gears of War, Relic, Talon, Runebound, Mansions of Madness, Ogre. You should go out there and just take a quick look.
Yeah, I'll take a peek real quick. There'll
Come
probably
back with
be
a bunch of names.
Yeah.
Just to update you on a bunch of things. Saturday we are definitely playing this game that I spent the last at least 6-7 hours painting or during the week. So I put about 7 hours into it. I finished up today, just in case you just popped in. Did those guys, got them done. Got these guys almost done. I got to do a whole bunch of shading and washes on them. I've got a bunch of washes and to finish up some of the magic stuff on him. The gold work is like, it gives you fits. Working on some of these, doing the gold work on them. And I've got 3 figures left to work on. I've got to work on Janice's guy, Justin's guy, of course my guy's done. Because I don't care. As long as my guy's painted, I don't care. Don't let him know that, though. The main guy, and then just doing a couple of familiars. I've got to touch up a familiar here. What else did I do today? Kind of got everything just where I need it to be for Thursday. So that's real good. Ogre would be cool. Let's see. So we're saying Battlelore. He's going to go take a look because we've got about 900 games that haven't been opened, so he's kind of taking inventory out there. Thank you, Mario. They're coming along all right. I don't know if you've seen the rest. That is my. Oh, you know what? I got this on. I'm sorry. It's autofocus. I hate when I do that. Autofocus is like the worst thing with these digital cameras. The whatchamacallit camera. So let's see how close I can get without it getting blurry. So that is the pink horror, blue horrors. Let's see, it just gets blurry the closer you get. But if you pull back too far, you guys will see it on there. Okay, so give us a rundown.
So I saw a game called Castaways. It looked like another ship game.
Castaways, okay, Castaways.
Yep. Castaways. There's like a broken, whatever you want to call it.
There's Robinson Crusoe.
Yep. There's a game called Among the Stars. It looks like another kind of space exploration game or combat. I couldn't tell.
It's a card game.
Okay. And then there's the Game of Thrones game we never played before. I don't know how much interest there'd be in that.
Well, I actually, that's sold and that's leaving.
Oh, never mind.
That's one of the ones that are leaving.
Never mind.
I sold that to somebody at the Dice Tower Con. We're never going to play it.
No.
So I kind of figured that was done. There's a bunch of stuff out there, though.
That's
all you can remember?
That's all. I tried to pick like 3 that I could remember.
Okay. How about Zia? Legends of the Drift.
I think that's a pretty good list, though. You've got at least what 20 games on there.
Oh, we're giving a good drift. We could play Dytopian Wars. Do I have 2?
Dytopian Wars. That's with the ships, right?
Yeah, we could play Dytopian Wars. We could play Uncharted Seas.
Okay.
You know what we could play? We could play Dreadfleet too,
Yeah, we haven't really played it but 1 or 2 times.
and that's totally painted.
Mm-hmm.
Painted game, never played it.
That was fun the time that we played it.
Rune Wars. So what we're gonna do is, with your help, we're gonna cut down. We're gonna cut down some of this. Oh, Formula D, that was a good one.
Yeah.
If we do Formula D, we'll do 2 games. Halo Fleet Battles, there's one.
That's true, yeah.
All right, and what I'm doing is making a huge list here. And then what we're going to do is cut the list down. So then we can have a list that everybody can vote on. That makes
Do
sense.
I get to vote on the list?
Well, you and I are going to get it down to maybe 10 games.
Okay.
Okay, because right now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 22 games.
So that's pretty good to pick from.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I'm trying to think. You know what would really be good?
What?
All Quiet on the Martian Front.
Yeah. You painted all those figures and we've never used them either. You have
I built that whole board for it.
do you have the little model train scenery too that we could use for the board? With like houses and hedges and roads and stuff. That would be cool.
That would be cool. Okay, so here's the list that we have, and let's start whittling it down. So this is all the games that we are going to decide from.
Those are the games.
And then we're going to come down with 10, and then you guys are going to vote, and by 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, Eastern Standard Time, I'm going to take a look at it, and when I look at it, I'll count up whatever votes you guys put in the comments. I'll take, once we come up with a line, with the thing, once I say the thing is set, you could put something in the comments. You only get to vote once. I'll keep track of it here, and then you could put in the comments below, and we'll come up with that. And then after that, we'll do another top 10 list.
All right.
Which will be just you and I, which are favorite games that you and I like to play.
Sounds good.
All right.
Okay.
Or games that we hate. I don't know. We'll figure something out. Okay, so here's what we have. Merchants and Marauders. I'm kind of on the fence with.
Yeah, me too. We can come back maybe to it.
D&D Attack Wing. What does everybody think about that? Do we get 1 vote or pick 3? I'll let you pick 3.
That's
How's that?
fine. Yeah.
Pick 3 is good. Because if it's something quick, we could do 2.
Yeah.
Attack Wing. What does everybody kind of think about Attack Wing? Do we want to put Attack Wing in there? X-Wing. Armada. See, one of them's got to go. Because it's both Star Wars things.
I know. And you know my personal feelings about Star Wars. I'm not a huge Star Wars person. But I've played X-Wing before and it was pretty fun.
Yeah.
Honestly, it was pretty fun when I played it. But I'm not crazy about Star Wars, but I would be willing to play it again, and it could be fun, especially now that you have the large ships. It'd be more of like an epic thing that we could do.
Yeah.
So it could be fun.
And they do have missions for it.
Yeah. So I'd be willing to try it.
So would we go X-Wing or Armada? That's what we really need to ask everybody. X-Wing or Armada? Which one would you guys throw out? Because we have to eliminate something here. Marco Polo, I think we're going to scrap. So we're going to get rid of Marco Polo.
Okay.
Blue Max is just a board game.
It's not miniatures?
It's not miniatures.
Oh.
Let's scrap that.
Okay.
Imperial Settlers.
I think we hold on to it because it's gotten just a lot of reviews. And Imperial Settlers...
All right, we'll hold on to that just for a minute. If we have to cut it, we'll cut it.
Okay.
Doom or Gears of War. You have to pick one out of those 2. Armada is epic versus X-Wing.
Armada's better.
Armada over X-Wing for me. X-Wing, if it is Scum versus Rebels. Otherwise, Armada. I like to see Armada. Okay, so you guys made the decision. X-Wing's out.
Armada's better. Okay.
So Armada moves on.
Okay.
So we'll keep that in position. Armada or Attack Wing. That's a good one.
If we're making a list of 10, we can probably include both in the list of 10.
Well, let's see. We got like 25
lot of
games.
games
We got a lot of
to
games here that we have to start cutting people.
That's true.
Relic, I think, would be too long for an evening, and they've already seen us play Talisman. I think that's something that we see if the girls would like, where everybody would play.
Okay.
So we would save that for a game night. So we're going to take Relic out.
Okay.
Mansions of Madness, Cthulhu World. Go for Doom as its overboss versus player. Okay, I think I would like that. Still Armada over X-Wing. I'm a Gears of War guy. Such a good game. Oh, here we go. We gotta have one. We gotta have one. Doom or Gears of War. We already put Armada into the right side of the category, so X-Wing's out. So now we've got to figure out, I'm a Gears of War guy. Gears of War if they want co-op. Yeah, Gears is great. I'll give it another second or two. While they're deciding that, let's see what you and I can, Among the Stars, gone. Dytopian Wars, gone. I think that's a whole thing that we just do.
Okay.
Castaway.
Yeah, you can probably take it off.
Do you guys want it doesn't matter. We can do co-op or versus.
Yeah, it could be either.
It could be
honestly either. Versus is usually more fun, I think. That doesn't mean we can't do co-op, but versus is usually more fun.
Talon is a space game.
We have a few space games.
Halo is a space game.
I think that All Quiet on the Martian Front should move to the next column. I don't know why we hadn't thought of that.
Have you guys ever seen any All Quiet on the Martian Front? I could show you some of the a painted figure of it if you guys really want to check it out.
Do you want me to get the tripod guy?
Get a tripod guy.
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
Okay, Rune War or Rune Bound? What about Clash of Cultures? That's another one. I think you two would like versus Doom, but Gears of War is pretty awesome. I think we're gonna move Gears of War because we play well together, believe it or not, even though we like facing each other. So I'm gonna move Gears of War and I'm gonna take Doom out. Okay, so far we've decided on Armada and Gears of War. That's 1, 2. We've eliminated 4 games. Merchant and Marauders or... Okay, Attack Wing. Still haven't seen anybody see... I vote for All Quiet. Okay. Don't tease us about All Quiet. The boy still wants it. Never seen the Martian Front.
There you go. There's like 5 or 6 of those.
I've got like 6 of these guys, and then I've got some other really whacked out aliens.
And they fight against like tanks.
They fight against tanks and infantry, and it is definitely a, if you've seen War of the Worlds, this is basically War of the Worlds on steroids. Yeah. It's really, really pretty insane. So I painted all these guys up. This was a pain in the neck putting these together, but I've got a ton of these ready to go, and all the scenery and the buildings and the roads, and we can have it on this table, boom, boom, boom. So that is something that we can do. So what are the thoughts on that? We got to vote for it. Don't tease about All Quiet. The boy still wants it. Never seen the Martian Front. It's basically the aliens versus
the humans,
and it's
over an innocent town or something.
Oh dang! Okay, we need to see this All Quiet. Those look fantastic. Okay, so we're gonna move that over to the right.
That's one thing I can't believe we never played after you put all that work into it.
I know. I set up the entire board, and then we just looked at it and went, "No, that looks
like,
pretty
oh,
good."
That's really cool.
We'll play that. Never played. All right, so we're gonna move All Quiet on the Martian Front into the voting pool. Now, the top two, more than likely, we could probably fit the top 2 or 3
Of course.
in all weekend. But one of the ones that is going to be done is definitely,
The number one.
well, no, we're doing without a doubt Warhammer Quest,
Yes.
Silver Tower, third trial, and then we can add 2 more to that. So, okay, so if we're going to do Martian Front, then we're going to get rid of Uncharted Seas. We're going to get rid of Dreadfleet and Halo Battles. I think that's fair. Now, Runebound or Rune War? Runebound or Rune War? How about Firefly instead of Merchants and Marauder?
Is that the
I have
firefighter game?
No, Firefly is based off the TV show Firefly.
Oh.
You fly around the Serenity. We never even looked at it, but yeah, we got it. We could do it.
Put it on
Okay,
there.
we'll put Firefly in there. Firefly or Zia Legend of the Drift. We'll make you pick. How's that? It's a big. Which Runebound version? I have the old version. I have the old version of Runebound, and I have the old version of Rune Wars, the big long box. See, we didn't even put any Runebound. So hold on, we'll wait for a couple more votes on that.
Okay.
Alright, so Gears of War moved on, so let's get that out of the way so we don't get confused. So we have Armada, Gears of War, All Quiet on the Martian Front, Firefly. Let me cross that out. So we got 4 games here.
I think Ogre's probably a good candidate too.
Second edition, no, first edition. Oh, Zia Legends of the Drift. I have the version that you got at the store a couple of years ago, unopened. I think Runebound. You guys ever play War of the Ring? We have it? No.
Do we
It's
have
still,
it?
Yeah, it's still in the wrapper.
Is that a Lord of the Rings game? War of the Ring?
Yeah,
That could be fun.
we can maybe do that another weekend. Right now we got those. So here's what's left to choose from. All right, let's cross this out. Since we got rid of we're going to leave Merchants and Marauders, D&D Attack Wing, Imperial Settlers, Talon, Runebound. Well, we're deciding between Runebound and Rune Wars. Hey guys, just finished teaching. That's Janice Zamora. That's our Janice. She's teaching though. Any more Dungeon Saga? We're going to do Dungeon Saga once we get done with the Warhammer Quest stuff. We're not going to just overdo it with the dungeons. I think we're going to go to Descent because we have tons of it that's never been opened, and then what we're going to do is move on to Dungeon Saga because that'll give me time to paint that as well. War of the Ring is epic. Everybody says Runebound. Okay, so we're going to get rid of Rune Wars.
Okay.
And let's see. Okay, Rune Wars is going to go. So here's what's left on the list. Merchants and Marauder, Attack Wing, Imperial Settlers, Talon, Runebound, Mansions of Madness, Ogre, Castaway, Zia, Legends of the Drift, Formula D. So we need to pick 6 out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we gotta cut 4 out of here.
Gotta cut out 4.
I'll read it again. Merchants and Marauders, Attack Wing, Imperial Settlers, Talon, Runebound, Mansions of Madness, Ogre, Castaway, Zia, Legends of the Drift, Formula D. Here's what we'll do. Do you have Middle Earth Quest? It's another real one. Yep, I got that too. I'll tell you what. Out of these games, if everybody just writes down 3, how many people we got in here? 18 people, so we'll wait for half of you. Write down 3 of them that you would like to see out of this 10, and we'll see if we can fill in this list a little bit
We'll
more.
see if some games don't get picked at all.
Yeah, we'll see
And
if
we'll
some
just
games
chop
don't get,
them off.
and we'll just chop them off. Merchants of Marauder, Attack Wing, Imperial Settler, Talon, Runebound, Mansions of Madness, Ogre, Castaway, Zia, Legends of the Drift,
And Formula D.
and Formula D. And don't forget to stay on once we get this list all figured out and cut it down. Well, we'll leave the top 10 list for you guys to vote on. Now we're going to do a top 10 of our favorite games of all time.
Sounds good.
Okay. I vote Mansions of Madness followed by Attack Wing and Formula D. Okay, I'm going to mark one there, one there. Attack Wing gets a vote. Merchants for sure, Formula D, Mansions of Madness. 2 Mansions of Madness. An Ogre. Formula D. It looks like Formula
The
D.
Merchants games here.
Oh, thank you.
Yep.
Okay. Yes, Mansions of Madness, Formula D, and Castaways. So Castaway gets one. Mansions of Madness opens up a hole, and Formula D. Zia, Runebound, Formula D.
Well, Formula D is going to be in for sure.
Runebound. Mansions of Madness. Looks like those 2 are definitely going to be in. And we'll give it a few more seconds here. Just for those people that just popped in, again, pick 3 out of this. Mansion of Madness, Imperial Settlers. Mansion of Madness pulls aside, and Imperial Settlers gets a vote. I'm going to read these off one more time. Merchants, Marauder, Attack Wing, Imperial Settlers, Runebound, Talon, Ogre, Castaway, Formula D, Zia, Legends of the Drift. Sam says Formula D. Merchants and Marauders. Mansions of Madness. Wow.
Those 2 are popular.
Yeah, Runebound gets a vote. Mansions of Madness. And Marauders. Runebound. Mansions of Mansions. Runebound, Mansions, or Marauders. Okay, Marauders. Mansions.
Then Runebound.
Runebound. Runebound pulls in there a little bit. Zia. Imperial Settlers. Oh, that's going to make it close. And Mansions. And we'll give it 4 more seconds. 10 more seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so here's what's definitely going in. So we got our top 4 here. Then we're going to add in Mansions of Madness made it. Madness. Formula D made it in. D.
Runebound. Merchants and Marauders.
Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. M&M. That's 8.
And now you might go to things that only have 2 votes.
I would go Zia.
Yeah.
That made it in.
And Imperial
Attack Wing and Runebound, Chris James said. Okay, Runebound we already got in. Attack Wing gets another vote though.
So we have 2 that have 2 votes.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so let's cross this out. This out. Talon got no votes. Let's cross that out. Attack Wing we'll leave in.
Imperial Settler.
We have Imperial Settlers. We'll leave in. That's gone because that's on the list. We'll leave Castaway. Okay, so we got to pick one out of these three. Oh, that's gone. That's gone. I mean, out of these. Attack Wing, Ogre, Castaway, and Imperial Settlers. What are you doing, Knucklehead Dog? 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got to pick one out of that. So now, if you could just pick one out of those, and then we'll have our list. So it'll be Attack Wing, Imperial Settlers, Ogre, or Castaway. So out of those four, we've got to have one game to fit into our list. Take it easy, Kevin. Thanks for coming by. So let's see. We got to give it a few seconds. Matter of fact, well, we can take a sip of our drink right now.
Sure.
There we go. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to run that out, run that out, run that out, run that out. So here we go. We got a vote for Ogre. We got a vote for Imperial Settlers. We got a vote for Castaway. We got a vote for Imperial Settlers. Imperial Settlers. Castaway. Okay, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, okay. Imperial Settlers again. We got 4 for 4, 2, and then 1. Rob, you missed my Castaway. That's 3 Castaways. 4 Imperial Settlers, 3 Castaways. PVT Ghost 24 and Merhurge. What?
I don't know.
I don't know. Oh, could be a troll. Any second now, we're gonna find out. I'm gonna give it a few more seconds. I'm gonna give it a little bit more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah.
Imperial Settler is winning by 1 vote to Castaway.
By 1 vote. Let's count it down. 10, 9, 8, 11, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Can't stay. Gotta go. Can't wait to watch the live play. All right, Trevin. We'll see you. 1.
So it's Imperial Settler.
It's Imperial Settler that gets the last vote. Watching now, the 20 votes will come in. Okay, so here's the final list. Come on, Castaway. Paul got robbed. All right, so here's the final list of what you want to see us play this weekend live. Warhammer Quest is already in there. So here's what you have to choose. So in the comments, after this video is gone, or at the very end of this thing, I'll give a few minutes and we'll take a few of these votes. You have a pick 3 that you guys can pick from. Armada, Mansions of Madness, Formula D, Runebound, Gears of War, All Quiet on the Martian Front, Firefly, Zia, and Imperial Settlers. Uh-oh.
Is that 10 or 9? 1,
That's
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you can put Castaway in.
Castaway and
Castaway made it.
because I accidentally wrote the same game down twice. So Castaway made it. There you go, Paul. Castaway made it. I'll do a Castaway playthrough, so no worries. Now Castaway got in, so here's the top 3 that you can pick from. Armada, Mansions of Madness, Formula D, Runebound. Cross that Mansions of Madness out. Gears of War, All Quiet on the Martian Front, Firefly, Zia, Imperial Settlers, and Castaways. Woohoo. for castaways. There you go. All right, so we'll name this off at the end. Just leave it in the comments, and we'll give you some time at the very end of this video, which will go just a little bit longer. But it's now time to do something that you and I have talked about many a time, our top 10 greatest games of all time
Top 10 greatest games
that you and I have played.
that we've played. Okay, well, are we going to just start writing down games on the pad?
Yeah, we'll see what we can. I know what one of them's going to be.
Space Hulk.
Space Hulk?
Yeah.
Okay.
In top 10.
Okay.
You don't think so?
Okay. No, I agree.
Blood Bowl.
Yeah, but you didn't play Blood Bowl that much. You played it a
A
couple
couple
times.
times, yeah.
But do you think it's in the top 10 games that
No,
you and I played against each other? Not what I think.
No, probably not. Space Hulk, though, probably.
Yeah.
Well, Mage Knight.
Yeah, that's the one I was thinking.
Yeah, that's my favorite game.
Mage Knight.
Golem Arcana.
You think Golem Arcana makes it?
Probably low on the list, but yeah.
Well, we'll write it down. Dogs being bad.
Stop it. If you do it again, I'm gonna throw it away.
Yep, throw it out. Warhammer 40K. No.
No,
Warhammer Fantasy.
probably, yeah. It was a long time ago, but we played it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I
I'm
used
talking
to play,
all time.
I used to play as the Lizardmen. We used to play a lot.
All right, so that's 4.
What about even though it's in the same theme of Mage Knight, the Mech Warrior clicks, the BattleTech clicks. We played that a lot, and you used to host events for it, didn't you?
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was in Connecticut, but we played that game for a long time.
Yeah, Mech Warrior.
Mech Warrior clicks, yep. We never really got into hero clicks. A little bit, but not really.
We tried it and then it just didn't stick. But
Is card games too, or no?
which card game would you?
It sounds Magic. We played a lot. Played Magic a lot on multiple times. Some years we would stop playing, and then some years we would play again.
Yeah, we would play that a lot together.
Mm-hmm.
I guess you gotta put Magic in there.
That's the only card game we really ever played, though.
No.
Well, like on that level, like playing in tournaments and stuff.
Pokemon.
Yeah, but that was when I was little.
You're talking all the time. Does Pokemon make it?
Probably not. At the time, it would have been number 1, but now I'd say probably not. That was like 10.
Yeah, that's true. What else did we used to play a lot? We played a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You can even include the stuff that we played recently too.
Yeah. Well,
Well, because we
it's
included
it's so people are probably tired of hearing it, but you got to put Talisman on the list.
Oh yeah.
It probably will not be number 1 for just your and I games, but it's going to be on the list for
Yeah,
sure.
because we did play it by ourselves a lot.
Yep.
Because Victoria was so small.
Mm-hmm.
Summer Wars. We have that.
Summoner Wars, we have that. Yeah.
We played.
I
You and
saw
I
it out
played it.
there.
Yeah, but we played one version, and then we bought the one version
Then we
with
never
everything,
played
and
it,
we never
yeah.
played it. We also have Mage War too. Never
Yeah.
played it. I played it. I learned how to play it last year at Dice Tower Con. All-time games. What about? Geez, we played some dungeon games though.
Yeah. When you had the actual, remember when you had that
Oh,
super expensive dungeon?
Yeah.
The actual dungeon.
Which I have now. I have it.
You do?
But it's in resin because I copied it all
Oh.
for my own use. Dungeon Bowl.
We played that.
We used to play Dungeon Bowl a
Mhm.
lot.
Yeah.
We used to have
We
an
used to play
8-foot
Mage Knight dungeon.
Mage Knight dungeon too. That's true. We should put that down.
Mm-hmm.
Mage Knight.
Mage Knight dungeon and Mage Knight pyramid. It's the same thing, I think.
Yeah, I think so. But the thing with the dungeon, we used to play Dungeon Bowl because we used to have our Blood Bowl teams in there
And play inside the
and
dungeon.
play inside the dungeon.
Yep.
Frack.
Frack.
We used to play that in the dungeon too.
Yeah. Mhm.
Steve Jackson game. Do you include Warhammer Quest?
Yeah, sure. I mean, it's a recent game, but it seems like we're having a lot of fun with it.
What about Mordheim? We used to play that. a lot.
Mordheim was fun. We used to play Mordheim. Mordheim was fun. I like games like that because it's like a skirmish size. It's not like your whole big army. It's just like maybe
we
like
used to
10
play
guys.
that. We used to have the village there that we used to
Yeah,
play.
we used to
all the
play
time.
BattleTech, the actual BattleTech
BattleTech we played a
with
lot.
the hex-based game. And you used to have scenery with like mountains and hills, but it was the hex.
I still have it. It's upstairs.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, it's the hex stuff. The hex scenery. We used to play big
Mhm.
scale. Mage Knight the board game or Mage Knight the click game?
Mage Knight the Click game.
The Mage Knight the click game. Now this is going back 1,000
I
years.
somehow was obsessed with Mage Knight the Click game. We used to buy like hundreds of the booster packs trying to get all the rare figures. We had all the dragons, and we had the castle walls and keeps, and tanks and chariots.
Paul says Shadow of Brimstone.
Shadows of Brimstone is definitely fun, but I don't know if it would make it to the top 10.
All time? No, it probably wouldn't because
I definitely like Shadows of Brimstone a lot, though.
what
That's
was
true.
that game we used to play? Oh God, we used to play it until our hands fell
I'm
off.
trying to think when younger, like when I was like a teenager or even younger than that.
Mentally or physically?
Well, I don't know, either or.
Because you're still a teenager. No.
Mage Knight, Magic, the Mech Warrior Clicks game, BattleTech, Space Hulk.
We used to play a
We
lot
used
of.
to play Space Hulk a lot. That was our favorite game for a while.
You know what we forgot?
What?
The original we used to play quite a bit. The Lord of the Rings game before the Lord of the Rings
we
came
did.
out.
Yeah, we did.
But it wasn't.
It was figurines, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's right.
Mhm.
The Upper Deck Lord of the Rings game figures.
Yeah, we played that a few times.
Upper Deck. Because they had the clicks.
You know a game we used to play a lot?
What?
Car Wars. And we used to play a game, oh my gosh, we used to play this game with
Battle
cows.
Cattle.
Battle Cattle. We have to find Battle Cattle. This game is called Battle Cattle, and you equip cows with weapons and they shoot each other. We used to play Battle Cattle all the time.
Do you remember I made the cows?
He found like for train scenery or something, little cows, and he like glued guns to them.
Because you used to equip your cows with all.
Yeah, Battle Cattle. That's definitely in Car Wars too.
Your sister, yeah, and your sister Car Wars we used to play because we used to have the big track.
Battle Cattle. I can't believe I forgot about Battle Cattle.
Warhammer Quest does, but not SOB. It's kind of tentative in the list here. I wouldn't hold.
Well,
matter of fact,
they're recent games.
I didn't even write it down.
They're recent games.
Because I'm kind of ruined on. I'm trying to think back to the family top 10 and what you guys said were just the two of you. Mage Knight, we said, was the two of us.
For sure.
Have you ever guys played Last Night on Earth? No, but we have it. I think we're going to throw Warhammer Quest out because
I think it could end up in the list, but it's kind of, we've only played it 3 times.
I think the original one, I thought, because you used to play a lot when you were a kid.
Yeah.
But Glenn would come over too. We also used to play, when you were a kid, a lot of World War II stuff.
Of the games that we've played recently, and like by that I mean like the past few weeks,
You know
Warhammer Quest has been
You
the
know
most
what we
fun.
used to play a lot?
What?
And we had it all painted. We had that dude paint it for me because I was working so much.
What game?
Silent Death.
Silent Death.
The spaceship game.
Hold on.
Remember I made all the asteroids?
Yes. Was that the Warhammer 40K space game?
Battlefleet Gothic.
Battlefleet Gothic we used to play a lot too
yeah.
with the asteroids, with the same asteroids. Yep. You had the star mat, that we would play on,
Mhm.
and then you'd have all the little asteroids.
We used to play Tactics a lot together. That was the red versus the blue. The chits.
I'm just trying to remember.
It was a very plain board. I had it out there still.
I don't
It was the
remember.
first World War II game. Well, it was the first war game that you ever played. I'm trying to think what else. Tons of Warhammer Fantasy. You didn't like 40K, but you did like Epic.
With the
little,
small scale,
the
so you
small
had
scale.
like massive armies and stuff. That game was fun.
I don't think that makes the list.
I don't think
though.
it makes the list either, but it was fun, and I remember playing it.
Batman Love Letter, but that's a group game.
Yeah, Batman Love Letter is a lot of fun, but it's not just games that we played.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. We also used to play BattleTech, the card game. Remember, we used to go down to Omni.
Yeah, but much more memorable to me is BattleTech the BattleTech.
Yeah, so we'll throw that out. So what do we have here? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 games. I think that's.
Man, a lot of these old games we could like do like a current play of it.
I know.
I can't believe like Car Wars
Well, I
and
painted-
Battle Cattle.
Well, I painted all that stuff, and we still have it.
You guys, Battle Cattle is the funniest game ever. I can't believe I haven't even thought about that game in so long.
Well, you know what else we used to play a lot?
What?
The small version of Warhammer Fantasy. Oh God, what the heck did they call it? It's gonna drive me nuts. I got
Similar to the small version of 40K.
Yeah, that was Epic 40K, but
Oh no! I have a picture of it in my head now.
somebody's gonna come up with it. I know.
Yeah, you had the undead army with the
Had the
cavalry and the like Lord of the Undead.
The stands were this big.
Yeah, he was like a specter rising out of the mist.
Mm-hmm. Oh God.
Shoot, what was it called?
We really liked.
We played that game a lot
We
too.
played it a lot.
It was fantasy.
Yeah.
Um,
What about zombies? You never liked zombie games. You hated Zombicide.
I don't really like zombie games. There's something to me about Zombicide and that other game that we tried a couple weeks ago. They're very similar to me.
Vor was another game.
Vor was another fun game too. And you recently bought figurines for that.
Well, the dude gave it to me in trade.
Mm-hmm.
I've got all that stuff.
That game's fun too, with the growlers versus the humans.
Versus the humans.
There's other races too, but it's mainly growlers.
War Master, thank you.
War Master, yes, that's the name of
That
it.
makes the list. Okay, I think we got more than enough.
Okay.
Watch.
It is War Master for sure.
Watch. We're gonna come up with about 15 things after this goes off.
All right.
All right, so we've got to put this into perspective.
All right, so Mage Knight's got to make the list.
Well, Mage Knight, of course, made the list. Well, let's start at the lowest end. Well, no, should we stop at this? Yeah, let's start at the lowest end.
Okay.
I think if you got to throw something out of here, we'll throw the Lord of the Rings card game.
Yeah, I would say that.
All right, so that brings us down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
So we got to cut out 6 more games.
If I say we cut out Talisman, because that's more of a group game.
It's definitely one of my favorite games, but I guess if it's just me and you, then Talisman's more fun when there's like 3, 4, 5 players.
Okay. What about Frack?
Cut that one out too.
Frack goes.
Yep.
So we cut 3 out. Space Hulk's got to stay in.
Yes, for sure.
Mage Knight's got to stay in.
Yep.
Warhammer Fantasy stays in. Golem Arcana is really on.
I think so, for real. I mean, if you don't think so, we can cut it out. But I had a lot of fun playing that.
Yeah. Magic, I think it's kind of hit around 10. Mage Knight. Thank you. Don't hit the camera, please. Mech Warrior, that's got to be in there too. Well, we gotta cut this down somehow.
Vor probably cuts out.
Yeah, cut Vor out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We gotta cut 3.
3 games. All right. War
War Masters.
Master can cut out, even though that was a lot of fun. I don't think
Yep.
it makes the list. Battle Kettle, I think, makes the list. Near the end, probably,
Yeah.
but it makes the list. Car Wars, I think, makes the list.
Okay. Warhammer Fantasy.
Questionable, honestly.
Because you would play more.
Probably, though. Space Hulk, yes. Mage Knight, yes. Oh man, there's so many good games.
Yeah. But you
Um,
gotta put your top 10.
maybe Mordheim cut
Mage
out.
Knight Dungeon.
Yeah, because it's redundant with Mage Knight.
Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
So one game has to move out.
Yeah.
Mordheim, Battlefleet Gothic. Battlefleet Gothic maybe should stay. Probably Mordheim.
I would say Battlefleet Gothic over Mordheim.
Would you? Okay. For me,
Because
it's very close. So
I wonder if Golem Arcana even makes it. Well, let's see. What about Zombies, War Master? Have you guys played? We have tons of Battle War, and
we
him and
haven't
I have
played
not
it.
played it. We have the old version and the new version. Scary. Scary what we have. We haven't even touched. Magic.
It's got to stay just because we played it so much. We played Magic a lot in
Yeah.
lots of tournaments.
Yep. I think we cut out. I think we cut out Golem Arcana
Okay.
because it kind of
Okay.
it does well. Half these games don't exist, but I don't think we played it enough as much as the other ones here.
Okay.
And not only that, just when we got going with it, it died out.
Yeah. But most of these games have died out.
Yeah, true. But if they came back, we would play 'em.
That's true. If Golem Arcana came back, we would play it too.
Yeah, it's true too.
But I can see. Okay.
So if you had to put something in 10th position, what would it be? What barely just makes it in on this list that you're looking at? I think Warhammer Fantasy at 10.
Yeah. Yep. I agree.
So Warhammer Fantasy at 10. So let's cross that off.
Okay.
Number 9, I would have to say, go ahead.
Probably Mordheim.
Okay, I'll go. I think I can go with that. Mordheim. Okay, at 9. 8. Ooh, see, it's getting tougher now. I think,
Dump the Magic the card game at number 8.
yeah, because we had such bad experiences.
Because it's
with-
not really a board or miniatures game.
Yeah,
But yeah, it has to
But-
make the list.
because we did so much of it together, and we used to collect tons of it
Yeah.
and just play each other, and then not get whooped up on you because you spend all day studying the stupid cards.
That was really good.
Rob, do you have Invasion from Outer Space, Carnival Freaks versus Martian? Loads of fun, no zombies in sight. Yeah, I do have them. I also have Carnival Zombie. I sold off most of my good games. No, we kept quite a bit, surprisingly. Want to see you guys play Battle Cattle. It was the best game.
So for 7.
For 7, I think you got to put Battlefleet Gothic.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll put that there. Now it's getting tough.
Battletech.
Oh, I wouldn't put Battletech. I'd put Mech Warrior before Battletech.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so we're going to put Mech Warrior, which I still love that game, and a friend of mine has a ton of it. I'd like to get it from him.
The Clicks version of it?
Yeah, he does. The thing I didn't like is when we started getting the booster boxes and there was construction mech in there.
That's what it was. Because you'd buy the booster box and you'd get one mech, and then you'd get some tanks and infantry as well. But the big thing is obviously you want to try to get a cool mech, and it would be like the same dumb mech with the bulldozer plow, like builder mech.
Yeah, you have 15
And it's
of
like not
those,
even
and
have
you're
any
like,
guns
okay,
or
well,
anything.
what do we do with them?
Super common.
But we had the drop ship too. That thing was cool.
Yeah, Mech Warrior was cool. When you
I
finally
like-
got the rare mechs, it
I
was
would
cool.
like, yeah, I would like to go back to that one day. Just buy somebody's huge lot. I think Battle Cattle at 5.
Yeah, sure.
Battle Cattle at 5.
And Battle Cattle.
Cross that off. This gets pretty easy from here, but it gets tough. 4, I think, is Car Wars.
Yeah. Oh,
We used to make some really crazy cars.
I think the top 2 is Mage Knight and Space Hulk. It's up to you what you think.
All right, let's go. Yeah, I'll go with that. BattleTech. Space Hulk, which we still have, and we could do at some point. You know, we didn't even mention Space Hulk. We could have done Space Hulk.
We have the new version of it.
I know.
We've played all 3 editions of Space Hulk.
All 4
All
editions.
4 editions of Space Hulk.
And Mage Knight. We could have done Space Hulk this weekend too. That would have been fun. So our top 10 all time of Justin games, the games Justin and I play so far. This is liable to change in the next year.
Yes.
Warhammer Fantasy at 10, number 9 Mordheim, number 8 Magic, Battlefleet Gothic at 7, Mech Warrior at 6, Battle Cattle at 5, Car Wars at 4, Battletech at 3, Space Hulk at 2, and Mage Knight at 1. And we do like Mage Knight, the board game too, but it's got to work its way in here at some point. We have to play it more.
I think the one thing that I've taken from us making this list
Mhm.
is we have to somehow find Battle Cattle.
I've got it. I think I know where it is, so I wouldn't worry too much about Battle Cattle. So I mean that's an easy fix. I'm pretty sure I know where it is. So there you go. There's our top 10. So with that said, now what we're gonna do. I don't like to sell anything, neither do I, but I'd rather just give them away. I hate even doing that at the wind up the clocks on. Okay, so what we're gonna play this weekend is up to you guys. We're definitely playing Warhammer Quest because we spent all this time painting it, but you have to pick from these games, and I'm gonna throw in a wild card. Armada, Mansion of Madness, Formula D, Runebound, Gears of War, All Quiet on the Martian Front, Firefly, Zia, Imperial Settlers, Castaway, and we'll throw Space Hulk in there.
Okay.
Okay? Out of those 11 games, if everybody would pick 3, whatever has the best number we'll put in order, and we will fit it in starting tomorrow. So those are the games. I'll read it off one more time. Armada, Mansions of Madness, Formula D, Runebound, Gears of War, All Quiet on the Martian Front, Firefly, Zia, Imperial Settlers, Castaway, and Space Hulk. Anyone tried Darkness Comes Rattling? No, we have not. Play a super hard co-op. I'd like to play. Yeah, well, we have a list here, so we're gonna see what the worst will be out of that. So leave it in the bottom of the comments. 3 votes, 3 choices. Why don't you go take out that dumb dog? I'll clean it. I'll finish this up.
Okay.
Say goodbye to everybody.
All right, see you, everybody.
So there you go. You have that. I'm going to finish painting here. I've got quite a bit, quite a bit to do. I'll leave this open for a few minutes, and I'll start marking down some of the votes that we will take. I will leave it up for about 20 seconds here while I talk. We've got a lot going on next week. We've got a lot going on this weekend. So I'm going to start marking this down. And right now already we have Mansions of Madness, Armada, Firefly. We have Firefly, Zia, Battle Cattle. Battle Cattle isn't on the list. Firefly, Space Hulk, Zia's boy is coming up. Are you guys savvy with Gears of War? Not yet. We've never played it. It'd be opening up the box for the first time. Space Hulk, Armada, Gears of War. So we're going to take just a couple more from you guys, and then whoever leaves votes in the comments, you guys can do it again. Battle Cattle does not get a vote, unfortunately. Imperial Settlers got a vote. Charlie P. That's what's going on this weekend. So we're going to start tomorrow. So whoever has the most votes, the top 3 votes, more likely will start tomorrow night. Probably I'll set it up maybe 6, 7 o'clock. We'll start playing. Whatever game out of the 3 that we decide to play, then we have Warhammer Quest, and then we'll play the other 2, depending on how long the games are. But we will definitely get 2 out of the 3 played. So there you go. So I'm going to cut this off for now. I see what we have here on the list, so I will stop the streaming and I will write this down and put it on the list. Until next time, I will see you guys later, and we will see you tomorrow when we play the first game. Thanks for watching, everybody, and have a great night.